Hey everyone, welcome to JavaScript Fundamentals. In this video, we will learn about variables, data type, and operators. In JavaScript, we can segregate variables in two types: block scope variables and function scope variables. Lat and const are block scope variables, and var is function scope variables. So what is difference between function scope variable and block scope variable? So our block scope variable, it can be accessed only between the scope in which it has been defined, while the function scope variable can be accessible inside the function in which it has been defined. So let's take this example. Var msg is this equal to world, that is a string, and it can be accessed here also. So this would be a working example. So basically it will give us undefined. That would be a separate case, but we can access it. And here it will give us world. So, and for lat, this would be the working example. So in case of lat, this will not work. We cannot access here before initialization. Actually outside of block actually. Here we cannot access before initialization, and here it would be outside of block scope. So these two examples would be outside of block scope, and this example would be we cannot access before initialization. So this and this and this would be the working example. Now let's understood by running the code. So first of all, we will run this function in which I have used var type of variable. Let's change it to hello and then run it. So we can see it said undefined one, it printed this line, and here it print world 2, the console that we have written on line number 6. So we can clearly see that we can access the variable before initialization also in case of var, but actually we cannot obviously before initialization we will not able to see a value as world. The reason is very obvious. We are running the code line by line, so but we can access it. So now the funda will be clear when we will run the second example. See, message is not defined, line number 10. So it is giving us error because it is outside of block scope. So when we will comment it, let's comment it. Now try to run it again. See, it printed hello, it printed world 1, that is line number 13, but it said reference error, message is not defined, right? Because it cannot access outside of block scope, right? Now let's understand data types. So in JavaScript, data types like Boolean, string, or numbers, they are very similar to other programming language like Java or C++. Almost similar. So, pretty much a use case would be very same. Now, what make it different is the object. So, a JavaScript object, we defined it basically like enclosing brackets and under which key value pairs like the key and value can be, the key must be a string and value can be anything like Boolean, string, number, or can be another object also. So now let's understood these things using example. Boolean is defined usually by true or false without any single or double bracket. And string is also very similar to things like Java or C++. Numbers are also very similar. Now comes to object. So an object can be defined like this, in which the value can be a string or a number or a Boolean or another object. Now let's try to run this. So now let's focus on object data type. We have created a variable called person, and person is a object data type in which we are defining key value pair like first name and its value is a string, like age and its value is a number, is student and its value is a Boolean. Similarly, we can also the value can be another object also. So now let's focus on the output. So let's see, in the line number 33 we have printed the entire person. So see, and in the line number 34 we have printed person.first name and person.last name. So it is taking first name of person. So very much easier and similar to Python dictionary also. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And now we will learn about what are operators in JavaScript. In JavaScript, we can segregate type of operators into 4. Arithmetic operators, that would be subtraction, addition, multiplication, and division. Logical operator, like logical AND, logical OR. Bitwise AND, bitwise OR, and other bitwise operators. And the fourth type would be a special operator that are only found in JavaScript, like this is called nullis operator. This is called optional chain operator. So with an example, we will see that what are use cases of these all 4 types of operators. Yeah, we forget to mention here logical. Arithmetic, bitwise, and logical operators are very similar to Java, as we can see. Well, the new thing is nullis operator and optional checking operator. In nullis operator, if you pass something here, some boolean or some object or some string, and if that equals to null, so by default it will return this, the second one that you define. It can be anything like number, boolean, or any object, anything. And here the optional chaining operator, like we can see in the line number 26, the use cases, user.address.street. So let's suppose if we don't have a street under address, so by default it will return undefined. It will not throw error. Or we have also used here also optional chain. So let's suppose user don't have a key called address, so it will simply return undefined. It will not throw error. Yeah. Thanks for watching the video.